Over 2,000 years ago, the ancient verses of the Bhagavad Gita offered a radical proposition about human existence. Chapter 2, verse 22 states, just as a person casts off worn-out garments and puts on new ones, so the embodied soul casts off the worn-out body and enters other new ones. To the ancient sages, the body was merely a vessel, a biological machine. The true self, the Atman or soul, was something entirely different. For centuries, this was purely a matter of faith, until modern neuroscience began to test the boundaries of our physical reality. Meet the rubber hand illusion. By synchronizing the visual input of a paintbrush touching a rubber hand with the physical sensation of a brush touching the hidden real hand, the brain makes a stunning error. It adopts the piece of plastic as its own flesh. The participant recoils in genuine terror. What does this tell us? It proves that our profound sense of body ownership is not a fixed reality. It is a fragile projection, a neurological trick. The ancient Vedic texts called this Maya, the grand illusion. The brain constructs our physical reality in real time. But if you are not your hand, and you are not your body, who is the one watching the illusion? Vedic philosophy uses the chariot to explain the human condition. The senses are the horses pulling us through the world. The mind is the reins. The intellect is the driver. But the true self is just the passenger in the back, the pure observer. However, humanity suffers from ahamkara, the false ego. The passenger mistakenly believes it is the one driving. In the 1980s, scientist Benjamin Libet tested this exact premise. He asked subjects to perform a simple action, flicking their wrist whenever they felt the conscious urge to do so, while measuring their brain activity. The results shook the scientific world. Libet found that the brain initiated the movement milliseconds before the person consciously decided to move. The biological machine made the choice first. The conscious mind merely observed it after the fact, claiming authorship. The driver of the chariot is our biology. The conscious you is just the passenger, watching the scenery go by. If the soul is simply the ultimate passenger, the eternal observer, does it have any power at all? To answer that, we must leave biology and enter quantum physics. The double-slit experiment is the most famous mystery in modern science. When scientists fire particles of light through two slits, they act like a wave, existing in multiple places at once, a sea of pure potential. But when scientists place a detector at the slits to observe which path the particle takes, the moment it is observed, the wave collapses into a single, physical reality. This is known as the observer effect. Matter itself changes its behavior simply because it is being watched. Science tells us that without an observer, the universe exists in a state of formless probability. The Bhagavad Gita tells us that the universe Prakriti only dances and takes form for the enjoyment of the conscious soul Purusha. Science and spirituality are suddenly speaking the same language. We spend our lives fiercely attached to our bodies, terrified of the day the biological machine breaks down. We stress over the steering wheel, fighting for control, completely forgetting that we are the ones in the passenger seat. From the rubber hand illusion tricking our physical boundaries, to the Libet experiment revealing the illusion of control, to the quantum observer collapsing reality itself, the evidence points to a stunning conclusion. You are not the body, you are not the brain, you are the eternal witness. And when you finally realize you are just the passenger, you can finally enjoy the ride. If you are simply the eternal passenger in a biological machine, what is the first illusion of control you are going to let go of today? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.